guys, it's Sarah, and I am here to finish out Caylan's 6th grade year. And I am going to be doing these last 2 slotted pages. I'm going to be putting in some 8.5 by 11 inserts of some of her schoolwork and some awards that she got. And then I'll do a flip through of it for you as well at the end. Okay, so for this one, I am doing the back side of the Design D for the Project Life slotted pages. And this is going to be the back side of the one that I just completed. So it's got the 4x6s along on the outsides of it, and then the 3x4s down the middle. And for the outsides, I'm doing all schoolwork. So I'm cutting down some of her schoolwork that she brought home. I wanted to just include some things that she was studying. There is a map up there of an area of the world that they were studying. There is there was a vocabulary quiz, I think, that she took. So just kind of showing some of the bigger words that she was studying. And then the one I'm cutting down right now is a Spanish paper because she took Spanish for the first time. And then this one right here is a cute little thing called a jinglegram. And it's something that, like a fundraiser that the kids could get for each other. And one of her best friends got her a jinglegram and had it sent to the to her class when they delivered them and stuff. So I kept that because it was really cute, and she wrote a sweet message on there for her. So I just cut that down as well. And then for this one, I think I only have one photo on here, which is that picture of her playing chess with her cousin. And I'll go into that here in a second as well. But that's the only photo I have on this side. So this is mostly schoolwork, and it's going to be a lot of journaling as well. As you can see, I'm just putting all these in here and then taking off the Post-its. I take a lot of time to plan out these albums. That way when I sit down, I know what I need to do, and I don't have to spend a lot of time trying to figure out where things are going. I've kind of already done that ahead of time, and that really helps me to be efficient when I sit down to work. Just taking the time, to do it ahead of time. A lot of times I can put on a TV show and just, make the plans and everything, so it's nice. I do the same with Project Life as well. Planning is key. Okay, so for this one, I'm talking about how Caylan was in the chess club. My sister was the sponsor for it. And as I talked about before, my sister was a teacher at the middle school where Caylan went when she was in 6th grade. And so this is a picture of her playing chess with my nephew, her cousin. And my sister had taken that picture and sent it to me after school one day. So that was cool. And so I'm going to talk about that more in another journaling card, just about some of the after school activities that she participated in, because she did a few. So this up here is going to be about a chorus festival that she went to for chorus. And it was a voluntary thing. She wanted to do it. So we went and did it. And I'm pulling out the cards that I need because I need a couple of journal cards there, and I need a background card for her medal. So what I did was I took her medal off of the string there, and I'm cutting this up because it's not something she wants to keep in her room or hang up or anything. Like, it's just gonna sit probably in her school box. So I figured I would just make it part of her album. So I cut the lanyard part down, so it's going down here. And I'm interested how many of you are cringing right now. Like, are you cringing that I'm cutting up her medal? But otherwise it's not going to do anything. So, and then I took the metal part of it here, took that off, and I'm using some red line tape to put it down. Now, one side has musical notes, as you can see there. That's going to go down, though, because the other side is engraved, and it says Solo and Ensemble Festival, and that's what she did. She did the ensemble part of it. So that's what I wanted to have showing. And I am going to use a couple of these stars as well. I'm bringing back these freckled fawn stars. I'm trying to use up a few of these throughout her spreads, just to have a little bit of cohesiveness, and just try to use some of these up here. So I grabbed a couple of those, and then I'm going to use one up on top here where I'm going to do the actual journaling about the festival, which will go on the top card. So I'm just trying to see how many of these stars I want to use so I can put them through my sticker machine all at once, so I don't have to do it separately. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting it through my small little Xyron sticker maker, which adds sticky sticker stuff to the back that's perfect for transparencies, because for the most part you can't really tell that it has the adhesive on the back. So, and then of course I did it wrong. I put the wrong one down. So I wanted to put this red one on the bottom here. So this red one has a yellow banner already printed on the card, and then I used another one that has black and gold on it that I've just been saving to use here because Caylan's school colors were black and yellow. So it worked out nicely there. And then I went ahead and put a yellow circle on the top there with a red star as well. And that's where I will do the journaling about the festival, because it was actually held at University of West Florida, which is where my husband and I both went to school, and that's actually where we met. So it was really cool to, we had taken the girls there before just to kind of show them around, but then, Caylan actually had an activity inside one of the buildings, which, both of my husband and I both had taken classes in that building before, so it was really neat to kind of have that experience with her. So I'm just journaling about that. And then I did add a little arrow there, and I don't know what it says on it. Something motivational, I'm sure. And then for the bottom here, I'm going to talk about all the clubs that she was in. So she was in 3 different after-school activities. She was in the chess club, she was in Odyssey of the Mind, and she was in the art club as well. And then I did also write down that she did recreational volleyball. So she didn't do volleyball through the school, but she did it through like a volleyball recreational place. So I'm going to write all those down here, but I used my Simple Stories snap letter stickers to write down clubs. And then I'm going to use some washi tape on there as well, just kind of jazzing it up a little bit. And then I'll do little bullet points for all of the clubs that she participated in for middle school. And then that's going to complete this side of it here. And it went really quickly, especially since the outside 4x6s, I just had to cut down paper and that was it, because I don't decorate on her assignments at all. I just let them be what they are. Now this one is very, very picture heavy, as you can see. I have pictures in all but 2 of the slots. So lots of 4x6 pictures. I'm not going to decorate too much on top of them, a little bit here and there, but I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 little 3x4 cards that I need to fill in those slots, and the yellow one there is a picture I'm going to need to cut down anyway, so I'm going to cut that down and put it on that yellow right there. So this is a picture of her with some of her friends. It's just like a big group picture that someone took at the school and had sent home. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick that in there. And there's no story behind that. It was taken around the Christmas time, so I just stuck it in there. Now this is a screenshot of her final grades for the semester that she was doing the online distance learning. And so I took a screenshot of it, and it's something that says, like the program is complete. It says completed for all of her subjects, and what her final grade was for that right there. So I'm just going to decorate this a little bit here. So I have a flower die cut, I have a label, and I have an arrow. So I'm going to use all these on here as well. And I'm just going to journal on the label there, and I'm just going to talk about how, distance learning was not her favorite. And she struggled a little bit with that. They were definitely some of the lower grades that she had throughout the entire year, but she still ended on a high note. So even though she struggled a little bit, she worked really hard to make sure she got the best grades that she could, and we were still proud of her for doing that. But the online thing was a struggle, definitely. So I'm just going to journal about that on here. And since there's a lot of white space along the bottom, it was perfect to be able to put these die cuts down there without taking away from the picture at all. And then I am going to use a couple stars here as well. And I'm going to cut down this photo here. I think I'm just trying to do some things to see if there's any other stars I want to use, because I'm not 100% sure how many I want to use, and I want to be able to put them all through my sticker machine at the same time. And I think I'm just going to go with these two and let that be it. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick these two through here. And then, so for this one, this is a picture of her at one of her Odyssey of the Mind meetings, and she's doing some typing. She was one of the people in charge of a script for a skit that they were doing, so she was typing on a computer, and someone had taken a picture and sent it to me, so I printed that out, and I'm just kind of labeling it, Caylan Odyssey of the Mind in the year, so. And then this, I have no idea what this is. It's got her name on it and her student number and all that stuff. It's something that was sent home, so I just put it in here. I legitimately don't have any idea what this was. But it's cute and it's in there, so it's fine. I needed a filler anyway, to be honest with you. So I'm putting a little bit of sequins on there and just letting that just kind of be what it is. I didn't remember what it was for, but I knew I stuck it in there, so it's totally fine. Not everything has to have a rhyme or a reason. And then this is her last day of school. This is the day that she finished her online learning, and she was completely done with 6th grade for the year. So I took a picture of her like that, and I'm just gonna put a little label on there. This is just like a little leftover cut from some of the things I had cut down previously that had lines on it. So, and then this right here was the day we needed to pick up her locker contents, because since they went distance learning right from spring break, nobody was allowed in the building for a very long time. So the kids could not go and get their stuff from their lockers. So they had a big locker pickup day for all the grades. I kept the little index card that had her name and her locker number and the grade she was in and everything. And then we had to go and show ID and pick up her locker contents. It was like a drive-through type thing. So I'm just going to journal about that here. And then there's a little arrow in one of these packages here that's gray, and it says study hall, I think. And she never has study hall, but the back of it is just a plain gray. There's no writing on it, so I'm just going to use the back of it. And I wanted something to kind of bring those two elements together, because like the little die cut journaling part looked a little weird just sitting there by itself. So the arrow really just kind of helped ground it for me. And then for this one, this is a picture of Caylan with her best friends. These are 3 of her best friends. She still talks to them to this day. And they are really, really good girls. She made some really good friends, and we were really grateful for that. So this is a picture of them, I think, at a school dance. This picture actually even made it in the yearbook, and it was really cute. So I wanted to definitely make sure I got her friends documented in here. And the little patch there says "Together is Best," which I thought was really cute, with a yellow heart. And then put that on a yellow label, and I'm just going to talk about how she made some really good friends. And she still, like I said, she still texts with them all the time and talks to them on the phone sometimes and stuff, even from Rhode Island. So that was really awesome. And then I'm going to write their names down at the bottom here on the label too. And then for this card, I always save a card in the back for like a little letter to the girls on how their school year went, and basically just how proud we are of them, of how they have done throughout the school year and everything. And, especially Caylan with the difficulty of going to online learning, especially her first year of middle school, which is hard enough already, right? Like, it's already hard enough to be in middle school and making that adjustment from elementary, but then to add on, oh, and by the way, you have to go to distance learning now. It was really, really hard on the 6th graders that year. So we were really proud of her for her ability to just adjust and to go with it and to do what needs to be done. And she definitely was missing her friends at the end of the year for sure, especially because we were about to move and it was you know, it was a little tough. So, but we were really, really proud of her and the way that she handled everything. So that's my little letter to her. Now, I am going to grab some 8.5 by 11 page protectors because I have some schoolwork I want to put in here and some handouts and things like that. So I'm going to do that really quickly here, and then I will do a slower full flip through for you as well. But I have like one of her big chorus performances. I have the handout for that. This is a Bill of Rights thing that she was studying. They were studying the Bill of Rights, which was really interesting. This was a piece of artwork that she did that was really pretty prominent. This was an online assignment she had to do. And so I just printed out what it looked like at the end. In world history, they did a Greek mythology unit. That was her favorite thing. She loves Greek mythology. So like being able to do that in school was really cool. And this was a handout that she had to create documenting the different gods and their powers and all that stuff. So that was really neat. And then at the end, I have a letter here from the governor because she did really well in her testing. And so he sent letters to all the students who were, you know, who got like in a certain percentage or something. So she got a letter from him. And then I have, she finished the year with honors. So I have that certificate as well at the end. So here is a full flip through of Caylan's 6th grade year, including the 12 by 12. So there I have lockers and schedules. That's her chorus there. So these are some pages that I had made, you know, earlier, and what they look like in the album along with everything. So basically I take the 12 by 12s and the 8.5 by 11s and I kind of keep them within the pocket pages. So the pocket pages kind of anchor the years basically. And then there's one pocket page here. And I like the variety as I'm flipping through it. I like seeing, you know, different layouts and stuff in different sizes. And then the 12 by 12s are just some things that she experienced throughout 6th grade. And then in here I have the letter, and then the backside has her certificate of graduating 6th grade with honors. So that is her 6th grade album. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see any more of my girls' school albums, I'll include the playlist down below. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you again soon. Bye.